Just because you hang out with someone every day doesn't mean it's the best friendship in the world.
Yeah.
I can think the easy example are coworkers. Of course, you spend a lot of time with them every day because you have to, right? If you're working at the cubicle next to someone, you're probably going to spend a lot of time with them, and hopefully you can build a good acquaintanceship with them, and you're good acquaintances. You get along really well, and you have a nice working dynamic. But just because you're around someone doesn't mean they're your friend. And the opposite is also true. I think some of my closest relationships, some of my closest primary and secondary relationships are people I see once or twice a year. And I mean, even people like my brother, who I've been really reconnecting with within the last year. We took different paths after turning 18, and well, he's a year older than me, so he was 19. And it's like we ever had some huge falling out or something. We just drifted in different directions and continued to drift and drifted a little bit closer from time to time. But now that we're at a certain stage in our life, we're both in our late 30s, we've been able to sort of reflect back, and we're communicating a lot more. And so sometimes that distance creates the path for you to reconnect in a way. But other times there are friends like my friend Adam in Tennessee, who I see him once or twice a year if I'm lucky. We might have a conversation once a month or once every other month. And they're some of the most meaningful conversations I have. And part of that is because of the distance. If we were to chat every single day, they may not have those conversations may not have the same weight. But we can go away and sort of like we basically, he and I do a podcast once a month without recording it, is the way that I look at it. I'm like, this would be, if we were recording, this would be the best podcast ever.
Yeah.
And the part of me, like, that makes it even more precious because it's not being recorded for posterity. It's just sort of out there in the ether, and it's gone, and it makes this beautiful ephemeral experience. And we can do that once a month and come back. And so one of the things I want to just drive home is you can have great relationships with someone who's on the other side of the country, other side of the world. Derek Sivers talked about this. His 5 closest friends, 3 of them he has never met in person. But he talks to them on the phone all the time.
Yeah.
And so think about that as well. You can have unconventional relationships and still have them be rather meaningful.
Absolutely.